Hi, Jeff Munn, Creating Extraordinary Futures. This is my weekly video, and as you might have noticed, I'm in a little bit different place than usual. I'm just about a half a mile from my house. This is a walk that I usually take with my dog in the afternoon. This is Mount Sopris. It's near sunset, so you can see the sun reflecting off the mountain. You can see the Crystal River in the background. This is a really special place for me. I want to talk about what happened on August 2nd, 2016, which is 7 years ago this week. I already did a video talking about how it was the worst day of my life, certainly one of the most shocking days of my life. I lost my job on August 1st. I thought I had a great job at Fidelity Investments. I thought I was going to be working there for a long time. On August 2nd, I didn't. But the way that it became the best day of my life is that in a lot of ways it liberated me. It enabled me to do something else. And there were so many things that happened that seemed almost preordained, that seemed like destiny in some kind of way. They were incredibly difficult at the time, don't get me wrong. I had a lot of sleepless nights. I had a lot of difficult conversations with my wife. But over the course of the next few years, we decided to move away from Washington, D.C. So on July 4th, 2017, after a big series of, you could almost call them coincidences, but things that happened that seemed to fall in place of this idea of moving away from Washington, D.C., moving across the country to this small town in the beautiful part of Colorado near Aspen, I began to work with coaches like Rich Litvin. I had thought about going out on my own, starting a coaching business, but I hadn't been doing it. And it was losing my job on August 2nd that really set that in motion. I knew when that happened that I was not going to go back into the corporate world. And I knew that it was time for me to do something on my own. And it was really important for me to establish that. I didn't know exactly what it is. I thought it was consulting at first. But over time, it became clear it was going to be coaching. I started studying, I started working, I started reaching out to clients, reaching out to my network, and one thing after another fell into place. And now 7 years later, I've more than replaced my corporate income. I have a growing practice. I am working with founders who are scaling and selling 8- and 9-figure businesses. I'm making a difference to people. And it's not just the people that I'm working with. When you're working with a founder who has, 100 employees, 200 employees, and you're helping that founder learn leadership skills, you're helping that founder to show up differently, you're having an impact directly and indirectly on every person in that organization. And it feels really good to be working in that capacity, certainly more meaningful, more purposeful than I felt I had in my corporate job, even though I liked it, even though I felt like I was doing important work. I was working in healthcare. I was helping employers provide healthcare benefits to their employees. I was helping employers educate their employees on how much money they needed to save for retirement and for healthcare and retirement. It was important stuff. But it didn't feel quite as meaningful as this work feels now. And so if you've recently left the corporate world, or you're thinking about leaving the corporate world and you're wondering, could I do this kind of work? I think the answer is yes. And I think you know the answer is yes. And the most important thing for you, I can tell you this from my own experience, is to commit to it. To say you're going to make it work no matter what, because when you leave yourself a fallback plan, typically you end up using it. It sounds, counterintuitive, but the stronger you can commit to this business, the stronger you can pledge that you are not going to use your fallback plan, the better a chance you have of establishing a thriving, sustainable business. Now, I have a video that goes through the 3 top mistakes that I see coaches make as they go out trying to create a business. They're very counterintuitive, I would encourage you to take a look at that video. You can click on the link below and get access to it. And if it speaks to you and you want to explore it more deeply, then let's schedule some time together. I want to help you. I want to help as many people as I can to leave the corporate world, to create a business where they can serve people and feel like they have a level of meaning and purpose and joy, frankly, and love, and all of these wonderful emotions where I get lit up when I talk about coaching, when I think about helping people build their coaching businesses, because I know how to build a business. I have built a coaching business. I was committed to building a coaching business before ever helping any coaches. And now that time has come and I feel like it's time to give back. And I want to connect with you. And so click on the link, join this community, watch the video, let's have a conversation. And I look forward to connecting with you and helping you any way I can. Thanks.